Okay, this is the cylinder head on page 204. This is what it looks like finished. Make sure you pay very close attention to everything in the drawing. It's kind of a complex drawing, so take your time, really problem solve and look at things. The tips at the bottom, I'm mostly following. However, that first step, I'm breaking it into a few additional features because the sketch they initially want is problematic. So the first extrude I'm going to do is just the circle. You're going to have to look at the height. Pretty simple. The next is your circles. You're going to have to angle them in the right position and make sure they're coincident with the outside of the circle. Adding a fillet on those edges right there. And then I'm going to do a revolve here. I'm going to show you what that looks like. This is on the right plane, and I've got my axis, and then I have a long rectangle here, a long rectangle here. How I found the radius here is looking at the top view. It has a diameter of 5.5, and so this is just half of that. And then you're going to have to look at the detail views to see the different offsets here. That is revolved around your axis, like so. You're going to have to remember to draw an axis so that you can select it here. And then the cut revolve, which is a little tricky. So I'm going to show you in the top sketch. This is way over here. In the top drawing, or rather the bottom view, it gives you the diameter of this circle. You're going to have to look at what that is, because that is where your revolved cut stops. All right, this is probably the hardest part of this, hardest sketch and feature in this entire part. You're going to have to look at the detail here, make sure you've got an axis to revolve around, and then have a coincident at half of the diameter of that circle. Then you're going to add some fillets. Pay close attention to what is filleted and what is not. You're going to add a tapped hole in the top, an M14. It goes through all. It's metric. M is metric. So make sure when you're doing your setting, you have metric, ANSI metric through all. Then you have simple cuts here. Make sure that they are constrained. They have a concentric relationship between this arc and the circle itself. Use mirroring. And you have a final fillet down here at the bottom. It's a big one. Make sure to add your material. To learn more about our program, check us out at fvcc.edu, and for more tips and tricks, subscribe to this channel.